Hello students, I'm Daniel from ViBO Music, and today I'd like to show you an exercise called the Octave Exercise. Getting through this exercise, it'll show you every type of octave, all up and down the neck. What is an octave? An octave is a distance between two notes. Oct, O-C-T, like octagon, like octopus, representing the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 8. That distance, octave. Let's play that on our guitars starting from F sharp. Let's play every F sharp all up and down the neck like this. Here is the octave exercise. Right. Now, what this helps you with is the root notes that we're playing are kind of the skeleton of these patterns, these really important patterns of scales. For example, if we start from F sharp here, we play the root notes of a full scale. We should know first the root notes, and then we can build everything else around it. And this takes you through 5 different patterns on the neck. Now, you might not have this visual aid at home, but it's easily accessible online. There are many different ways that you can look at this, but it's all the same. It's always unchanging 5 patterns that interlock together. If you combine all these patterns, here you have the whole key of music right here. The key of F sharp. So, first playing every root note inside each one of these 5 patterns, and then after the 5th pattern comes the first pattern again. So, let me explain so that you can follow along slowly. We start on F sharp, pattern number 1. 2nd fret of the low E string, its octave, the 4th fret of the D string, its octave, the 2nd fret of the high E string, the full pattern. That's the skeleton of a chord, the skeleton of this scale. Now, those were 3 notes, right? F sharp, F sharp, F sharp. Well, we go to the forwardmost note that we played because it belongs to the next pattern. So, its octave, the 4th fret of the D string. Let's put our first finger there now. And we're in the next pattern. Our pinky is reaching to the 7th fret of the B string, and that's the next octave that belongs to pattern number 2. Now, the forwardmost root note. Let's put our first finger there now on the 7th fret of the B string, and we are in the 3rd pattern. Reaching up to the 9th fret of the A string. Here, we have the next pattern. Our forwardmost root note, let's put our first finger there, and we reach for the next octave, the 11th fret of the G string. There's our next octave. This is pattern number 4. One more pattern. Put your first finger on the forwardmost root note, and its octave above is there, pinky on the 14th fret of the high E string. And of course, any root note on this E string is the same on this E string, right? So the full pattern is, right? And what's attached to this fifth pattern is the first pattern once again, just like we started. From the 14th fret, we have this, reaching to the 16th fret of the D string, and back to the 14th fret of the high E string. So, backwards, we go like this. Every root note, all the way up, all the way down. Knowing where the root notes are will help you to build the rest of the pattern in. If you can memorize where those root notes are, then you can build around it, understanding the full scale that belongs to this octave and the full chord that belongs to this octave. That'll help you get to know all 5 patterns, and you put that all together, and then you know the whole neck, every root note, and from there you can learn everything else surrounding that root note that belongs to that root note. I hope that's helpful and challenging. Thank you, and take care.